black vest and the pink vest takes on Punakran from Thailand in the blue shorts and the blue vest. Round number 1 underway. And both fighters already starting early with some big combinations and some nice counter punching as well. Punakran looked slightly nervous when she got in there, but she is landing some nice combinations already and some nice counter shots as well. But Norj Guro lands a big right hook upstairs. A right hand down the middle, landed by Punakran. Punakran looks very much in control of her counter punching early on, and when you're against a southpaw, counter punching is even more important because you want to time your opponent who already has the advantage on you with their footwork. Norj Guro trying to find their timing and just marches forward and takes a big combination upstairs. Punakran definitely has the larger scoring section in the arena, but Norj Guro has the larger fan base on YouTube right now. Thailand taking on the Philippines, and Punakran doing a good job to step back with that jab and not allowing Norj Guro to get her combinations off. Very nicely done by both of these fighters early on. Guro just marching forward. Punakran stepping back with the jab with that Olympic style boxing of just stepping back with the jab and landing a right hand and a left hook as a counter. But Guro lands a stiff left hand and a right hand upstairs as well. Guro just very relentless and active. 10 seconds to go of round number 1. Punakran holds on. Can she keep Guro away from her? That is the end of round number 1. Round number 2 of this WIBA atomweight title fight. Thailand in the blue, Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink. Round 2. Punakran does a good job to throw a nice jab and a right hand down the middle. Norj Guro gets underneath the jab and throws a right hand upstairs of her own. And it's hard not to be mesmerized by Punakran's scoring section. Everything she lands, the crowd are going wild, but Norj Guro is finding openings in between the counter puncher of Punakran, and that is how you beat a counter puncher. Timing in between the counters is exactly what you need to do. Punakran holds on the back of the neck and throws an uppercut. The referee's going to be very careful that she doesn't allow Punakran to do too much of that. You cannot drag on the neck of your opponent. A big right hand gets down the middle. And a big left hand upstairs by Norj Guro. Norj Guro goes downstairs with a left hand, and a right hand upstairs lands by Punakran. Both fighters back in the center of the ring, just out of range of one another. And look at how calm Punakran is, even against someone who's powerful as Norj Guro. She is stepping back and throwing counters, but a big right hand. Punakran's got to be careful when you're going back. That is when you get knocked down, is when you have your hands low and you go backwards and cross step. Punakran has got to stay focused if she wants to win this fight. Focus is everything in these fights. A nice right hand lands clean, and that is it. The Philippines takes on Thailand. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink takes on Punakran from Thailand in the blue and black. This is a WIBA atomweight title fight scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Punakran comes alive with a nice jab and a right hand after Norj Guro lands a big hook upstairs. Norj Guro starting to close that gap of Punakran. But Norj Guro needs to be very careful she doesn't walk into a big counter shot. It's the shots you do not see that hurt the most. Some nice footwork by Punakran, but she's moving towards the right side, which is exactly where Norj Guro wants her if she wants to land that big left hand down the middle. When you've got a classic southpaw against an orthodox, it's a battle of the footwork, but we see Norj Guro go into the orthodox stance now. She wasn't having success in the southpaw. She's now gone into an orthodox stance. But I think Punakran will have more success against Norj Guro if she goes into the orthodox. Orthodox against an orthodox is a lot easier. Against the southpaw usually has the advantage. Norj Guro goes downstairs. As both fighters are involved in the clinch, the referee pries them apart. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Final moments of this round. Guro goes towards her. Punakran pushes down on the head of Guro. And a big hand upstairs lands by Guro. A very nice round by both of these fighters. A very even fight so far. And applied over Norj Guro's face, and a slight marking on the forehead of Norj Guro. We're going into the fourth round for this WIBA Atom weight title fight, scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink. Punakran Singh Mantasak Jim in the blue and black. Thailand taking on the Philippines for this atomweight title. Will it go the full 8 rounds? We are halfway through this fight already. Punakran, you can see, has a pedigree in amateur boxing, but she eats a left hand in the process. Beautiful times left hand by Norj Guro as she goes back into the southpaw stance. And like I said, Norj Guro will have more success as a southpaw than she will as an orthodox. When she goes into the orthodox stance, Punakran has better timing. If you're in the southpaw, it's a lot more difficult for Punakran to find her timing. Guro marches towards, but Punakran jabs her opponent off balance and goes towards her opponent. Beautifully done to jab and push down on your opponent. Very much what Floyd Mayweather used to do. Jab, right hand, and if he misses the jab, he pushes down the back of your neck. A big right hand by Norj Guro upstairs as we were talking about it. So the powerful shots are definitely going to Norj Guro, but the activity is going to Punakran. So it depends how you score this fight. Do you score the counter punch activity of Punakran or the powerful shots of Norj Guro? A great fight so far, style against style, a classic matchup, southpaw against orthodox. And look at the control of Punakran. Muhammad Ali used to say, if you can hold your opponent, you can see the punches coming. Both fighters in the corner. Is the bell for the 5th round, scheduled for 8. Thailand takes on the Philippines for this WIBA atomweight title fight. Norj Guro in the black and purple, Punakran in the blue and black. Both fighters in the center of the ring, and a big left hand upstairs landed by Guro. Guro just marching forward, closing the gap. Punakran just needs to get on that back foot once again and create some distance between her and Norj Guro. She has a lot more success when she's on the back foot with a gap between them. She's got the range, she's got the check hook ability, and she's got the footwork, but Norj Guro has found her home with that right hook upstairs. Beautifully done by Norj Guro. Punakran needs to keep sticking that jab out, keep sticking the jab and throwing that right hand down the middle. Punakran needs to get back to bread and butter boxing, which is jab, right hand, jab and grab if she needs to. And there it is, she's starting to clinch her opponent, maybe starting to wear and tear. Guro's power is definitely evident in the later rounds. Guro just marching towards her, not allowing Punakran to get her counter shots off, pushing her against the ropes. And there's a nice left hand downstairs, followed up by a right uppercut and a right hook upstairs. Norj Guro relentless with her combinations at this point. And I think that's exactly what Norj Guro was relying on She was relying on Punakran to punch herself out and get tired. Norj Guro is the more experienced boxer in professional boxing. A big right hand upstairs as well. Punakran spits her gum shield out. It looks like Punakran is definitely tired. And we see the action replays here. Norj Guro lands that big right hook upstairs several times in that round. Punakran really needs to get their breath back. She needs to dig down deep now. Punakran does not want to throw this fight away. All right, we are into the 6th round of this fight. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple takes on Punakran from Thailand in the blue and black. Norj Guro just marching towards Punakran, not respecting the power of Punakran at all. Punakran lands a nice combination there, but Norj Guro does not seem fazed by the power at all. Punakran just needs to keep flicking that jab out. Even when you're tired, you can still pretend you've got energy with the jab. The jab doesn't have to land to be effective. Norj Guro walking towards Punakran with her hands down and throwing a big hook upstairs, and it lands and stumbles Punakran ever so slightly. That left hand gets upstairs as well. I'd like to see Punakran get on the balls of her feet. Remember, boxing is theatre. You're impressing the referee and the judges as well as your opponent. Don't let them know you're tired. Pretend you've got energy. Dig down deep. Bite down on the gum shield. Pretend you've still got it. A big left hand and a right landed by Norj Guro. Punakran starting to find the target again, but puts her opponent in a headlock. Again, a sign that these fighters are definitely tired. Norj Guro is either just not respecting the power of Punakran and has her hands low, or is tired as well. But a big left hand upstairs, and that is where the experience pays off. Guro is just rolling with the punches now and expecting to land these haymakers upstairs. Final moments of this round. This WIBA atomweight title fight. The Philippines takes on Thailand. Norj Guro in the black and purple. Punakran in the blue and black. The 7th round. If it's even, you need to push the pace now. You cannot give any rounds away. Punakran steps back and lands a right of her own, but Norj Guro does a good job to send that left to the body and upstairs as well. Nicely done by Punakran to step back and land that right hand as well, and very nicely done again. The crowd are going wild every time Punakran lands a shot. Norj Guro knows how to weather a storm. She's a very seasoned professional boxer, and she eats a big right hand upstairs as well. Punakran needs to box smart and keep the focus throughout the entire round. Norj Guro will not go in. A big right hand upstairs lands by Norj Guro. Norj Guro swings and misses. Punakran definitely has a granite chin to eat that shot and carry on. The referee pries them apart. Final moments of the 7th round. Not long to go of this fight either. We are scheduled for 8. I have it close, but I'm just a man on the microphone. How are you scoring this fight at home? Some big combinations. Norj Guro, a big right hand upstairs. Norj Guro has definitely found the target. Final moments of the 7th round. Punakran looking exhausted, and she throws it out once again. We're going into an 8th round. Let's see an action replay here. And you see Punakran in the early moments of that round was doing a great job to counterpunch, but then it was just Norj Guro towards the end of that round to land the clean haymakers towards the end and stumbled Punakran twice in that round. A great round by both of these fighters. I love to see a counterpunch, but Norj Guro has just not given up and has just marched towards Punakran this entire round and landed big shots upstairs. How have you scored this fight so far? Do you have it close like I do? Do you have Norj Guro winning massively, or do you have it the other way around? Counter punches against big power shots. We're now going into the 8th and final round, the WIBA atomweight title weight fight. Final rounds. A big right hand upstairs. Norj Guro seems to have found some more energy in this final round. Big left hand upstairs. Norj Guro has definitely found some energy in this final round. Punakran looks like she's got some energy too, but sometimes you've got to fake it till you make it. And that's exactly what both of these fighters are doing. It's a battle of the poker faces. Who can pretend they're not tired? But I think Norj Guro won the last round and the round before that. So Punakran needs to put on a good display of boxing if she wants this fight to be close. Neither fighter has gone down. A big left hand upstairs by Norj Guro. Norj Guro, head movement as well. Punakran, I think experience is exactly what Norj Guro has done in this fight. Used her experience to win this for her. Punakran starting to wear and tear in this round. She goes downstairs with her right hand and grabs her opponent. Nicely done by Punakran. Final moments of this WIBA atomweight title fight. And a big right hand by Norj Guro. How is Punakran standing after that big shot? The granite chin of the woman from Thailand, Miss Punakran Singh Mantasak Jim. 10 seconds to go of this WIBA atomweight title fight. Has Norj Guro done it? Has she done just enough? A good end to the fight. Both fighters embrace one another.